Well, there's a star-studded lineup here at what is thought to be the first ever film premiere inside a royal residence. And at Windsor Castle, the King and Queen were joined by some A-list guests, including Kate Winslet, but also Sir Rod Stewart and Dame Judi Dench, who told us about the King's work over the last 50 years.
I think it is phenomenal what he does and what he cares about, what he makes us think and remember.
And that's what we need nowadays, and throughout the world, harmony.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And he's been doing it for decades.
Yes.
Forever and ever, it was always seen as the prince, the sort of almost crazy prince that would hug trees. But guess
What's wrong
what?
with that?
He was right all along.
Well, the glitz and glam was out for the premiere of Finding Harmony, A King's Vision. Look, really, at the King's ambition to have humans and the natural world living side by side harmoniously together. And it was made in partnership with his charity, the King's Foundation. And the boss of that charity, Christina Murrin, tells us how they hope to benefit from Amazon's global reach.
I think, look, the idea of a harmony, and hopefully the film brings this across, it's applicable to everyone. If I'm living in an inner city area, I can have a window box. If I am a teacher, how can I bring nature into the way that I'm communicating with my students? So we wanted to give the film to the greatest, biggest audience we could, to give everyone a chance to really be inspired by it and make just a little change in what they do.
Well, it was perhaps the subtle messaging from the King which really stood out to me. For example, he was visibly frustrated by what he sees as a lack of progress in tackling those environmental issues. And he also suggested that he had no regrets when it came to the intense criticism he received when he was a young Prince of Wales about climate change, his outspoken views, some would say, on climate change and architecture. Those views now, of course, have become quite mainstream. We also got an insight into his private life at Highgrove House in Gloucestershire. He went to collect some eggs from a hen house, which he named Cluckingham Palace, and he also talked about his favourite variety of jacket potato grown inside the gardens of Highgrove House, the Red Duke of York variety, for its crispy skin. But perhaps quite poignantly, the King said this. He said, "Maybe by the time I shuffle off this mortal coil, there will be a little bit more awareness of harmony." And this whole 90-minute documentary perhaps was an opportunity for him to share his legacy with citizens of over 200 countries around the world. Of course, the King has reduced his cancer treatment in the new year. It's seen as a positive step and something which is described as a precautionary phase. Cameron Walker, GB News at Windsor Castle.